So had you played in goal in any other sports? Were you a football goalkeeper? Were you a
Mm,
point guard in basketball? Were you a wicket keeper in cricket?
no. In cricket, I used to feel that point was one of those positions that you needed to have very good reflexes. And I think that was probably, one of the reasons that goalkeeping was pretty good for me, because when I saw the glove on my hand, I was like, there's no way that I can actually miss a ball with this big glove. And I'm catching balls at cricket point. Even if I drop the ball in point, my hand is still on it. But so with this big glove on my hand, there's no way that I was going to let ball miss my hand.
So you reckon that the cricket has helped your hand-eye coordination? It's helped
Yeah,
your
yeah,
ability.
for sure, for sure, for sure. Even in the Caribbean, we play a lot of cricket in the road. So on the evenings when you come home from school, you make sure you do your homework if you have homework. Some guys just came straight outside and you just put some stumps in the road and you just run, throw, you just play, even picking some fruits like mangoes. We throw rocks at mangoes, so that actually helps you to imagine you pelting the ball at a or throwing the ball at a stump. So all of that came into the hockey, and I guess made it a little bit easier for me to understand. It's just a matter of getting the technique together.
See, I'm a sports coach, football, hockey, and a
Mhm.
conversation that I've been having quite a bit over the last couple of years has been the difference between organised training, like very sort of regulated coaching sessions, and allowing and providing the opportunity for kids to have disorganised sports. It, I've interviewed a few people from the Caribbean, Kimar Mitchell, yourself, who's been saying that disorganised learning environment was actually really helpful for them in their sporting career later on.
Yeah, because I think for me, even when I try to do the organized coaching or being coached organized, it was a little difficult for me to grasp because it didn't come like second nature for me. So I remember my first when I first got to the seniors, I had a very good playing coach, should I say a partner. He was the number one goalkeeper at the time, Mr. Paul Ennis, aka Cheese. Um, to this day, the drills that he put me through, it was hard in the beginning because obviously, I had to learn technique and structure. And he told me that I had raw talent, but in the end of the day, you need to be able to do the things the right way. And my first couple of sessions, it was pretty hard to to grasp and understand. But then after you get, the gist of what he was telling me, it came pretty easy. And to this day, some of the drills that I do, he always had this thing to never ever give up, never ever give up. Keep going, keep going. And you find when you train hard like that when you get into the game situation, it comes so easy. Like it's almost like you want more shots to come. Like honestly, defender, or let him come and take another. Because when you in the moment, you in the moment. Or when I'm in the moment, I'm in the moment.
So, what balance do you think is important there between the disorganized learning just for fun environment that kids go through a lot in schools and out and playgrounds?
Hmm.
How much of that compared to the more organized, directed coaching sessions are needed? What's the correlation there?
Well, I think in all essence, I think you should have a good base. I think having a good base is the most important thing. Every individual is going to be different, and then everybody is not going to be able to perform the same way, to think the same way. So you obviously have to tweak it a little bit for certain individuals. But I think having a good base for me is the most important thing. A level head, and also just understanding the reasons why you do certain things. I think that's the most important thing, because you might tell a guy this is a particular shot you make or make a particular save this particular way, but if he doesn't understand the reasoning for doing it, then he'll be out to sea all the time. So it's always good to have some structure, but then with the raw talent, if it is that you can just have raw talent, then understand when to apply it, when to apply the whole structure, man, I think you could be a very dangerous person, athlete, no matter who you are. Once you understand why, when, and where, you'll be a very dangerous player.